Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Pastor Todd Summer. I pastor at Faith and Victory Church in Auburn, Washington, and I'm reading the Bible every single day of the year in 2022. Thanks so much for joining me. Let's get right to the Bible reading. So today we have Ecclesiastes 3:16 through 22, Ecclesiastes 4, Numbers 3, Numbers 4, and Matthew 17, 1 through 27. Ecclesiastes 3:16 through 22. And I saw something else under the sun. In a place of judgment, wickedness was there. In a place of justice, wickedness was there. I said to myself, God, bring into judgment both the righteous and the wicked, for there will be a time for every activity, a time to judge every deed. I also said to myself, as for humans, God tests them so that we may see that they are like the animals. Surely the fate of human beings is like that of the animals. The same fate awaits them both. As one dies, so dies the other. All have the same breath. Humans no longer have advantage over animals. Everything is meaningless. All go to the same place. All come from dust, and to dust all return. Who knows if a human spirit rises up upward, and if the spirit of the animal goes down into the earth? So I saw that there is nothing better for a person than to enjoy their work, because that is their lot. For who can bring them to see what will happen after them? Ecclesiastes 4. Oppression, toil, friendlessness. Again, I looked up and saw the oppression that was taking place under the sun. I saw the tears of the oppressed, and they have no comforter. Power was on the side of their oppressors, and they have no comforter. And I declared that the dead who had already died are happier than the living, who are still alive. But better than both is the one who has never been born, who has not seen the evil that is done under the sun. And I saw that all toil and all achievement spring from one person's envy of another. This too is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Fools fold their hands and ruin themselves. Better one handful with tranquility than two handfuls with toil after chasing after the wind. Again, I saw something meaningless under the sun. There was a man all alone. He neither had son nor brother. There was no end to his toil, yet his eyes were not content with his wealth. For whom am I toiling, he asked, and why am I depriving myself of enjoyment? This too is meaningless, a miserable business. Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. Advancement is meaningless. Better a poor but wise youth than an old but foolish king who no longer knows how to heed a warning. The youth may have come from prison to the kingship, or he may have been born in poverty within the kingdom. I saw that all who lived and walked under the sun followed the youth, the king's successor. There was no end to all the people who were born before him, but those who came later were not pleased with the successor. This too is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Numbers 3, the Levites. This is an account of the family of Aaron and Moses at the time of the Lord spoke to Moses at Mount Sinai. The names of the sons of Aaron were Nadab, the firstborn of Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Those were the names of Aaron's sons, the anointed priests who were ordained to serve as priests. Nabu and Elihu, however, died before the Lord when they made an offering with unauthorized fire before him in the desert of Sinai. They had no sons, so Eleazar and Ithamar served as priests during the lifetime of their father Aaron. The Lord said to Moses, "Bring the tribe of Levi and present them to Aaron the priest to assist him. They are to perform the duties for him for the whole community at the tent of the meeting by doing the work of the tabernacle. They are to take care of all the furnishings of the tent of the meeting, fulfilling the obligations of the Israelites by doing the work of the tabernacle. Give the Levites to Aaron and his sons. They are the Israelites who are to be given wholly to him. Appoint Aaron and his sons to serve the priests. Anyone else who approaches the sanctuary is to be put to death. The Lord also said to Moses, I have taken the Levites from among the Israelites in place of the first male offspring of every Israelite woman. The Levites are mine, for all the firstborn are mine. When I struck down all the firstborn in Egypt, I set apart for myself every firstborn in Israel, whether human or animal. They are to be mine. I am the Lord. The Lord said to Moses in the desert of Sinai, Count the Levites by their families and clans. Count every male a month old or more. So Moses counted them, as he was commanded by the word of the Lord. These are the names of the sons of Levi: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. These are the names of the Gershonite clans: Libni and Shimei. The Kohathites clans: Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The Merarite clans: Mahai and Mushi. These are the Levite clans according to their families. To Gershon belongs the clans of the Libnites and Shemites. These were the Gershonite clans. The number of males a month old or more who were counted was 7,500. The Gershonite clans were to camp to the west, behind the tabernacle. The leader of the families of the Gershonites was Eliasaph, son of Lael. At the tent of the meeting, where the Gershonites were responsible for the care of the tabernacle and tent, its coverings, the curtain at the entrance to the tent of the meeting, the curtains of the courtyard, the curtain at the entrance to the courtyard surrounding the tabernacle and the altar, and the ropes, and everything related to their use. To Kohath belonging the clans of the Amorites, Isharites, Hebronites, and Uzalites. These were the Kohathite clans. The number of all the males a month old or more was 8,600. The Kohathites were responsible for the care of the sanctuary. The Kohathite clans were to camp in the south side of the tabernacle. The leader of the family of the Kohathite clan was Elizaphan, son of Uzziel. They were responsible for the care of the ark, the table, the lampstand, the altars, the articles of the sanctuary used in ministry, the curtain, and everything related to their use. The chief leader of the Levites was Eleazar, son of Aaron, and priest. He was appointed over those who were responsible for the care of the sanctuary. To Merari, belonging the clans of Mahalites and the Mushites, these were the Merarite clans. The number of all males a month old or more were counted as 6,200. The leader of the families of the Merarite clan was Zeriel, son of Abihail. They were to camp on the north side of the tabernacle. The Merarites were appointed to take care of the frames for the tabernacle, its crossbars, posts, base, and all its equipment, and everything related to their use, as well as the posts of the surrounding courtyard with their bases, tent pegs, and ropes. Moses and Aaron and his sons were to camp to the east of the tabernacle towards the sunrise, in front of the tent of the meeting. They were responsible for the care of the sanctuary on behalf of the Israelites. Anyone who approached the sanctuary was to be put to death. The total number of Levites counted at the Lord's command by Moses and Aaron according to their clans, including every male a month old or more, was 22,000. The Lord said to Moses, Count all the firstborn Israelite males who are a month old or more, and make a list of their names. Take the Levites for me in this place of all the firstborn of Israelites, and the livestock, the Levites, in place of all the firstborn of the livestock of the Israelites. I am the Lord. So Moses counted all the firstborn of the Israelites, as the Lord commanded him. The total number of firstborn males a month old or more, listed by name, was 22,273. The Lord also said to Moses, Take the Levites in place of all the firstborn of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites in place of their livestock. The Levites are to be mine. I am the Lord, to redeem the 273 firstborn Israelites who exceed the number of Levites. Collect 5 shekels for each one, according to the sanctuary shekel, which weighs 20 gerahs. Give the money for the redemption of the additional Israelites to Aaron and his son. So Moses collected the redemption money for those who exceeded the number redeemed by the Levites. From the firstborn of the Israelites, he collected silver weighing 1,365 shekels, according to the sanctuary shekel. Moses gave the redemption money to Aaron and his sons, as he was commanded by the word of the Lord. Numbers 4. The Kohathites. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Take a census of the Kohathite branch of the Levites by their clans and families. Count all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who come to serve in the work at the tent of meeting. This is the work of the Kohathites at the tent of the meeting, the care of the most holy things. When the camp is to move, Aaron and his sons are to go in and take down the shielding curtain and put it over the ark of the covenant law. Then they are to cover the curtain with a durable leather. Spread a cloth of solid blue over that and put the poles in place. Over the table of the presence, they are to spread a blue cloth and put its plates, dishes, bowls, and jars for drink offerings. The bread that is continually there is to remain on it. They are to spread a scarlet cloth over them. Cover that with a durable leather and put the poles in place. They are to take a blue cloth and cover the lampstand that is for light, together with its lamps, its wick trimmers and trays, and all the jars for the olive oil used to supply it. They are to wrap it and all its accessories in a covering of the durable leather and put it on a carrying frame. Over the gold altar they are to spread a blue cloth and cover that with a durable leather and put the poles in place. They are to take all the articles used for ministering in the sanctuary, wrap them in a blue cloth, cover that with a durable leather, and put them on the carrying frame. They are to remove the ashes from the bronze altar and spread a purple cloth over it. Then they are to place on it all the utensils used for ministering at the altar, including the fire pans, meat forks, shovels, and sprinkling bowls. Over it they are to spread a covering of the durable leather and put the poles in place. After Aaron and his sons have finished covering the holy furnishings and all the holy articles, and when the camp is ready to move, only then are the Kohathites to come and do the carrying. But they must not touch the holy things, or they will die. The Kohathites are to carry those things that are in the tent of the meeting. Eleazar, son of Aaron, the priest, is to have charge of the oil for the light, the fragrant incense, the regular grain offering, and the anointing oil. He is to be in charge of the entire tabernacle and everything in it, including its holy furnishings and articles. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "See that the Kohathite tribal clans are not destroyed from among the Levites, so that they may live and not die when they come near the most holy things. Do this for them. Aaron and his sons are to go into the sanctuary and assist and assign to each man his work and what he is to carry. But the Kohathites must not go in to look at the holy things, even for a moment, or they will die." The Gershonites. The Lord said to Moses, "Take a census also of the Gershonites by their families and clans. Count all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who come to serve in the work at the tent of the meeting. This is the service of the Gershonite clans in their carrying and their other work. They are to carry the curtains of the tabernacle, that is, the tent of the meeting, its coverings and its outer covering of durable leather, the curtains for the entrance to the tent of the meeting, the curtains for the courtyard surrounding the tabernacle and altar, the curtain for the entrance to the courtyard, the ropes and all the equipment used in the service of the tent. The Gershonites are to do all that needs to be done with these things. All their service, whether carrying or doing other work, is to be done under the direction of Aaron and his sons. You shall assign them as their responsibility all they are to carry. This is the service of the Gershonite clans at the tent of the meeting. Their duties are to be under the direction of Ithamar, son of Aaron, the priest. The Merarites. Count the Merarites by their clans and families. Count all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who come to serve in the work at the tent of the meeting. As part of their service at the tent, they are to carry the frames of the tabernacle, its crossbars, posts, and base, as well as all the posts of the surrounding courtyard with the bases, tent pegs, ropes, and all the equipment and everything related to their use. Assign to each man the specific thing he is to carry. This is the service of the Merarite clan as they work at the tent of the meeting under the direction of Ithamar, son of Aaron the priest. The numbering of the Levite clans. Moses, Aaron, and the leaders of the community counted the Kohathites by their clans and families, all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to serve in the work of the tent of the meeting. Counted by clans, they were 2,750. This was the total of all those in the Kohathite clans who served at the tent of the meeting. Moses and Aaron counted them according to the Lord's command through Moses. The Gershonites were counted by their clans and families, all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to serve in the work at the tent of the meeting. Counted by their clans and families, they were 2,630. This was the total of those in the Gershonite clans who served at the tent of the meeting. Moses and Aaron counted them according to the Lord's command. The Merarites were counted by their clans and families, all the men from 30 to 50 years of age who had come to serve in the work at the tent of the meeting. Counted by their clans, they were 3,200. This was the total of those in the Merarite clans. Moses and Aaron counted them according to the Lord's command through Moses. So Moses, Aaron, and the leaders of the Israelites counted the Levites by their clans and families. All the men from 30 to 50 years of age who came to do the work of serving and carrying the tent of the meeting numbered 8,580. At the Lord's command through Moses, each was assigned his work and told what to carry. Thus they were counted as the Lord commanded Moses. Matthew 17, 1 through 27. The Transfiguration. After 6 days, Jesus took with him Peter, James, and John, the brother of James, and led them up a high mountain by themselves. There he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as light. Just then there appeared before them Moses and Elijah, talking with Jesus. Peter said to Jesus, "Lord, it is good for us to be here. If you wish, I will put up 3 shelters, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." While he was still speaking, a bright cloud covered them, and a voice from the cloud said, "This is my son, whom I love. With him I am well pleased. Listen to him." When the disciples heard this, they fell face down to the ground, terrified. But Jesus came to them and touched them. "Get up," he said. "Don't be afraid." When they looked up, they saw no one except Jesus. As they were coming down the mountain, Jesus instructed them, Don't tell anyone what you have seen until the Son of Man has been raised from the dead." The disciples asked him, Why then do the teachers of the law say that Elijah must come first?" Jesus replied, "To be sure, Elijah comes and will restore all things. But I tell you, Elijah has already come, and they did not recognize him. But you have done to him everything they wished. In the same way, the Son of Man is going to suffer at their hands." Then the disciples understood that he was talking to them about John the Baptist. Jesus heals a demon-possessed boy. When they came to a crowd, a man approached Jesus and knelt before him. "Lord, have mercy on my son. He has seizures and is suffering greatly. He often falls into the fire or into the water. I brought him to your disciples, but they could not heal him." "You unbelieving and perverse generation," Jesus replied, "how long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring the boy here to me." Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of the boy, and he was healed at that moment. Then the disciples came to Jesus in private and asked, "Why couldn't we drive it out?" He replied, "Because you have so little faith. Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible to you." Jesus predicts his death a second time. When they came together in Galilee, he said to them, "The Son of Man is going to be delivered into the hands of men. They will kill him, and on the 3rd day he will be raised to life." And the disciples were filled with grief. The temple tax. After Jesus and his disciples arrived in Capernaum, the collectors of the 2 drachma temple tax came to Peter and asked, "Doesn't your teacher pay the temple tax?" "Yes, he does," he replied. When Peter came into the house, Jesus was the first to speak. What do you think, Simon?" he asked. "From whom do the kings of the earth collect duty and taxes? From their own children or from others? From others, Peter answered. Then the children are exempt, Jesus said to him. But so that we may not cause offense, go to the lake and throw out your line. Take the first fish you catch, open its mouth, and you will find a 4 drachma coin. Take it and give it to them for my tax and yours. Amen, amen. Well, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Also, maybe appreciate a like and a comment. And have a fantastic day. God bless.